What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome to my live stream, The Actual King Smith. I'm your boy, King Smith. And today we're going to have a quick little live stream as I got some news from the Bored Ape community, Bored Ape Cronos Club to be specific. And yo, let's see if my sound effect is working today. Ooga booga. Yeah. Put a one in the chat if y'all could hear the ooga booga. Let's play that one more time. Ooga booga. Yeah, anytime I see the ooga booga in the chat, unless it go crazy, I'm going to play that sound effect. Y'all should be able to hear that, but comment in the live stream to let me know if you heard it. All right, before we get into the news, I got to do some marketing over here. First of all, where am I streaming at? You can find me across multiple platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at The Actual King Smith, or Twitter at Actual King Smith. All right. And I've got some Twitter news to cover a little bit later on as well. I also have a sponsor for this video. Okay. Shout out to Groomed and Tailored that got the boy's skin looking good. Okay. They sent me a box last week. I've been using the facial cleanser and eye moisturizer here daily. And man, check out this skin. I don't know if it's the HD or if it's just me, but your boy's skin is looking good. And I want to give a shout out to Groomed and Tailored for the facial care hookup. You can find them on IG at Groomed and Tailored, or their website, which I didn't have prep for this live stream, but in the next sponsored video, I'm going to talk about it. All right. Now, what are we here for today? I'm going to talk about three different things that I've received, okay, from the board core team, if you will. And I'm going to briefly hit on it, but allow the community and other people to ask further questions on a few AMAs that they're going to be doing. And I've got the dates for one of them, because one of them is the AMA for the white paper that they're going to be releasing on March the 14th. We're going to have an AMA on that on my channel. I'm sorry, the white paper is going to be released on their website March the 15th. And I'm going to be doing an AMA on my channel March the 14th. All right. And but I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in depth later. And right before I went live, I found out that there's going to be another AMA Saturday, but I didn't get the subject, and they gave me the channel at the Chronicles, but I couldn't find their Twitter handle. So for the core team members, if you're on and you know the Twitter handle that Saturday's AMA is going to be on, put that in the chat. I literally saw the message right before I went live, like a minute, and as I tried to search for the Chronicles Twitter handle, I couldn't find it. So if you got that information, the community would love to know about it. Put it in the chat. Now we're gonna give a quick ooga booga. I like that sound effect. I am happy with the ooga booga sound effect. Y'all let me know if y'all appreciate that as well. Okay. So what are we going to talk about today on the live stream before I go catch the Batman? All right. Let's bring up number one here, the revamped website. Okay. If y'all have been paying attention, and I'm going to share my screen here, the revamped website countdown is under 24 hours. And there's going to be a couple of things that is going to occur with that revamped website. So let me bring up sharing it right here. All right. You've got the countdown. Now, I don't know what the revamped website, looks like. They've had a couple of sneak peeks and things of the revamped website in the Discord channel, which is why I encourage people to join their Discord channel. Okay, it's one of the best places to find more up-to-date information, but I understand that everybody's busy. All right, so you could go to the Bored Ape Cronos Club .finance website and Twitter, okay? Right here. If you go to Twitter, their Twitter handle is at BACC Finance. Okay, it's got a link to the website and it's got a link to the Discord. I'm going to always bring that up. Okay, but that revamped website is going to go live tomorrow. I'm curious myself what information that it's going to have. I have a timer in my phone. I have a timer in my phone on my off day because I want to be one of the first people to go and check it out. I don't know why I got hung up right there. That made no sense. All right. We got some questions before I finish the first point here. And then I'm going to go into the bond information that I found out. And I hope I give this some justice because this is going to be pretty huge. It's going to be pretty key, actually. We got Richie Official in the building. He said, yo, bro, shout out to you, Richie. And we got my man, Harvey Martinez. He said, what's up, King? And how are the classes, brother? Tell me that you passed that stats class. Hey, first of all, Harvey, ooga booga. Yeah. I got the sound effect going. Hey, man, I'm in my last week. I am in my last week. It is now finals week. Okay, so I'm gonna have my normal build a portfolio stream tomorrow, but I'm not gonna have a live stream this upcoming Monday and Tuesday. And I'm passing. I'm passing. I don't think I'm going to fail the class. I just need to have a good grade in this class to ensure that it's my final class to complete my master's of business. Otherwise, I might have to take one more course to have the proper GPA. But I'm not worried, but I do have to think about it. Like it is on my radar. But as long as I pass this finals with a decent grade, your boy is gonna be in there. So I appreciate you asking. See, this is why I like community tokens, by the way. You got people that come in and check in, and hey, I'm talking about cryptocurrency, yet, Harvey asked to make sure that I'm staying on top of my game for my education. So I appreciate that. Oh, and before we get into the NFT bonds, yo, shout out to everybody that made my last live stream as great as it was. To hit a record of 50 people watching, like that was dope. Like y'all don't understand. I came out of that live stream and was like, hell yeah. I was like, ooga booga. Let's see. Harvey said, I got to get a deeper ooga sound. Hey, I got some other ones incoming because I want to get a variation and have the community, right? Have the community vote on, which one represents the BACC community a lot better with the sound. So that's the first variation. And I did this all by myself. All right. But more sounds and upgrades to come. I take all feedback, pimp. So send it my way. All right. Shout out to you. We got XX Tentacles in the building. What is up? All right. So, let's see if I can do this NFT bonds some justice here. All right, because this is huge. Like it took me a while because as I was at work today, I saw the information. Matter of fact, I didn't see it in the chat initially in Discord. As I was telling some of the core team that I was looking at going live today, the bond information got dropped on me. So I'm like, wait, what? So on my lunch break, as I'm, going through Discord and checking my phone and stuff, I was also wondering myself, what are these bonds? How do you get one? What are they going to do? Where can you get it at? And I got some information, and I'm gonna see if I can make this information digestible to everybody out there. I'm not gonna have all of the answers today, but they will be covered here shortly by the core team. Okay, so let's see if we can cover this information out. First of all, what are the bonds? Okay, the bonds are an exclusive NFT. And the way that it got brought up to me is think about it as like DeFi as a service. There's only going to be 2,000 issued, and they're going to be available for purchase on the new website. Let me go back, make sure that I've got the website loaded here instead of this big face. All right. So you'll be able to find and purchase the bond uh, from the BACC website. All right. Now, I have to bring up my notes here because this is still fairly new to me. The cost of trading for and acquiring a bond will be 50,000 BACC. Okay. When I did the math at today's prices, it's a little bit over $400 at today's prices. Okay. So if you're some of the smart people that's already acquired and gotten that much BACC, congrats, you're on top of the game. You might want to make sure that when the new website goes live tomorrow, that you're also there to snap up a bond as well. All right. But that's not the only thing that that bond has going forward as well. All right. So on top of that, there's a 25% tax if you sell the bond unless you hold one of the OG apes that was acquired in the token presale, or if you bought one off of the marketplace, then you bypass that tax. All right. But the purpose of the bond are to generate BACC tokens. It's like an annuity. Okay. But there's some interesting parts to it that when it got told to me, I was like, wait, what? So the value that it's looking at issuing is subject to change. However, the numbers that I was given was 2,500 BACC a day for the OG ape holders. Your boy's got an OG ape holder. Like, let me stop. I got lucky. Let me say this. I got lucky because when I was trying to search about NFTs and use cases for them, like I said on this stream, I forgot how I came across the BACC, you know, uh, chimps and things like that. I forgot how I came across the information. But the more I started digging into it, the more I was like, this interests me. Okay. So I'm learning about NFTs as I go. All right. I'd seen other news about the Bored Ape Yacht Club and all these NFTs on the Ethereum side, but I'm trying to learn over on the Cronos side of the house because it's a lot cheaper. For those of y'all that trade on Ethereum, and this is a little bit off, but you'll see why I'm talking about this and why I'm bringing up this opportunity as something that if you're watching and you're new to NFTs or just new to this project yourself, this might be one that you would want to check out because it offers an interesting use case for NFTs. All right. If you're over on the Ethereum side of the house, Ethereum transaction fees are so expensive right now that unless you have a big bag of money already or you're wealthy, okay, you have to think twice about the purchases and the decisions that you're choosing to make over on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Or the Ethereum side of the house. On Cronos, it's relatively cheap. Okay, to mint an NFT could be anywhere depending on the traffic, but on average, less than 5 crow. 5 crow as of right now is about 250. Okay, if you want to go and mint something or make a trade or purchase of an NFT on OpenSea, which is an ERC NFT marketplace, you paying a lot more than $2.50. Okay, I own one NFT on OpenSea, and that was because I was just curious about them. All right, and that hasn't doubled or it hasn't gone up in value. All of the NFTs that I have over on the Chronos side have all gone up in value. Okay, at least from the time that I got it, and with what BACC Finance is over here doing, it's looking at raising the list of the NFTs that they're putting out there. Okay, and you'll see this or maybe you'll understand it as I explain it a little bit more. All right. Now, I wasn't looking at the comments. So let me go and check the comments to see if there's anything else there before I continue. All right. No comments. I'm continuing. All right. So I left off talking about how if you're an OG ape holder and you have that bond, you're looking at receiving 2,500 BACC a day. Okay. And that's subject to change. All right. Non OG holders will have a different claim rate due to the tax. And I got a breakdown of the tax in my notes. I'll have to look for that and come back to it. But there is a breakdown of exactly the percentage of what the tax is going to do. I just did a restart on my computer and don't remember where I put that note. All right. But I'm going to look for it. You will be able to sell your bond like any other NFT. But what makes this bond special is you can burn your Gen 1 ape to boost the ability of your bond, which will boost the amount of BACC that that bond earns. And if I understood it right in the chat and the message from the core team, that's not a temporary boost. That bond and that boosted bond is permanent. Okay. If I understood it right, that boosted that bond is permanent. So if you have a boosted bond and you choose to relist it, okay, imagine what you can command on the market if you have something that's generating an annuity that's boosted compared to one that's not. That to me is insane. That's that's insane when you think about it. All right. So, for example, the value in which you burn the apes will, like I said, I said this earlier, it'll stay on that specific bond. So you can increase the daily amount. Like, just this is just an example. This is an arbitrary number. You burn a Gen 1 ape, and it increases that bond from 2,500 to 2,550. Okay. And that's not a set amount. Like, I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just giving this as an example. When you go to relist that bond, if you choose to, I don't know why you would. I'd rather keep paying me dividends. All right. But that bond now has a permanent boost to it. Okay. And if you sell your bond, all of the boost on that bond will go to that new owner. And the amount of times that you can boost it is unlimited. Okay. And the last note here says that the burned apes would then be relisted to increase the floor price. And if everything works out well, when relisted, the floor price for that burned ape is looking to be raised by 1,000 crow when it gets relisted on the NFT marketplace Crow-C, which will raise the floor price of the apes that you have. Come on now. Come on now. It took me a minute to see the vision because I was at work today. All right. It took me a minute to see the vision. But as the core team was explaining it to me, I'm like, yo, this is definitely interesting. All right. So let me come over here and see if we got some comments. And I'm gonna go and try to find those notes real quick to make sure that I cover everything about this. Oh, while I do that, I do have a picture that I'm going to bring up here. And this picture was in the Discord. All right. This should be up here. This should be clear. Let me take these words off of the screen. So this is a quick summary of what I covered by voice. All right. So on the Revamped website, you can be able to trade and get tokens right there from the trade tab on the BACC.finance website. All right. Like I said, per bond, 50,000 BACC. If you got that, great. If not, get it. Your boy is going to be doing that sometime tonight. I'll tell y'all, full transparency, I don't have 50,000. I have a little bit under half of that. I will be having 50,000 BACC by the end of tonight after I come back from seeing the Batman. You can believe that. Okay? And I want to try to make sure that I'm able to get in here and get a bond because the supply is only 2,000. Only 2,000. Okay? All right? And it says right here on this fourth one, boost your bond earnings by burning Gen 1 BACC. When I read it, I was initially confused, but then when I saw the notes, they mean by burning the Gen 1 apes. Okay. But it's not getting rid of it completely. Okay. So that was one of the questions that I had too when I scratched. I was like, wait, if you burn the ape, is it gone? No, it is not. All right. More about that function and the functionality and features on that a little bit later. All right, let's see. Let's see, one more piece of news here, and then your boy is going to be out. Let's see. Survey says, actually, no, that's it. That was the main part of it that I wanted to cover looking at my notes. That's just, yeah, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I think that that kind of news is interesting. All right. And so the 25% sales tax. So 18% is for the bonds, 6% is for USD rewards, and then 1% for the team. So that's the breakdown of the tax. I had another piece of news here. Oh, think of the concept behind the bonds as DeFi as a service, and that the bond is essentially the DeFi equivalent of a variable annuity. Part of what I've been doing and what I've been building up my cryptocurrency portfolio across Ethereum and Cronos is I wanted the ones that I was investing in that I believe can raise long term. And then I wanted to have those that were going to be staked earning me crypto. And then lately, what I've discovered on the Cronos blockchain stuff are ones like the Bored Ape Cronos Club that can give payouts in other cryptocurrency based off of the trading volume and or NFTs, which other cryptocurrencies and other NFTs also have NFT staking features, all right, that earn cryptocurrency, paying dividends. All right. For me, I'm not trying to get rich tomorrow, although that would be nice. Don't get me wrong. That would be nice. Booga, booga. But I'm thinking long term here. All right. And it's not like I have a whole lot of capital to throw down, at the beginning to, reap large payouts and stuff. Just from having a quick turnaround. But that's the type of person that, like I said, I am. I'm not trying to change what your trading strategy is. I don't consider myself a trader. I consider myself an investor. All right. So that's me and that's my strategy. And why stuff like NFT staking, which correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds like what this is. This is like NFT staking. Okay. That's paying out dividends of other cryptocurrency that you can use to acquire other NFTs, trade for another cryptocurrency or some type of stable coin. Because hey, look, cryptocurrency is volatile, right? But if you could get in early on something like this and understand the opportunities that it can provide you downstream, you're ahead of the game compared to most people. That's how I look at it. I want to be ahead of the game in understanding a lot of this stuff. Okay. And taking risk. All right. Because in my opinion, nothing's guaranteed besides what? Death and taxes. But, you know, if you can get in on an opportunity with the team that is transparent, that tries to answer the community's questions as they come up, and you're able to, even if you can't see the vision, follow the vision and allow the team to operate, then in my opinion, you'll be happy when things come to fruition down the road. let me check the comments before I get into the third and final thing, and then I'm going to be off the live stream to go catch the Batman. We got Brandon Pate. He said the BACC community can help you out on info if needed. So some of us just got off the AMA where it was discussed. Dope. Okay, see, hey, this is why I like the community. They're allowing me. I'm not a part of the core team. I think I've made that abundantly clear. I am not a part of the core team. I am a member of the community like everybody else and other people or new folks that might be coming to watch my channel, right? So I'm a part of the community and I'm trying to relay information as I see it. But I'm, a father, somebody that works and I'm in school and everything as well. I'm trying to also get this information in a centralized way and come and put it out there to other people that might be just like me. Not everybody can be in Discord. Not everybody has Twitter. That's fine. But if you can access the BACC.finance website or, and go there, you can make the trades. You can have yourself a Cronos account, a Cronos, wallet to be able to purchase and trade your cryptocurrencies and NFTs and things like that. This is the information and stuff that you could get from my channel without necessarily having to be in Discord or having to be on Twitter. Because some people, they just don't mess with social media like that, which I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you stay away from platforms like that, because information is key. Information is key. All right. That's my tangent about that. Ian Robinson said OG Gold Founders NFT floor is 700 Crow plus. Are you kidding? I haven't looked. Damn, I wish I would have gotten another one earlier. I only have one. And I was going to get another one, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Man, that just made my heart sink a bit. That's good news. Don't get me wrong. I just wish I would have had another one. Brandon said, hey, the only reason why he has a Twitter account is because of BACC. There you go. There you go. Shout out to you. Hey, look, social media can be a gift and a curse. I use it for information. Okay. But I'm careful about who I follow. I have certain words that I have as blocked or banned words. All right, because I don't like a whole lot of negative. If my mama's a negative person, I'm cutting her ass out. That's how I deal with people who are negative. All right. So, but yeah, so I do want to go back to that point before I move to the next thing. The reason why holding an OG Bored Ape is key is because it's a tax-free bond by doing it that way. All right. So if you don't have an OG Bored Ape, you can still purchase a bond and receive some benefits, but you're not getting the max benefits from it. Okay. And see, he said that they'll make the meerkats look cheap soon. Hey, look, I almost got a meerkat. Okay. I don't know anything about them, but when I was looking at, I came across Finance before I had heard about Bored Ape Cronos Club. But when I looked at it, I didn't really. There were some things that I saw that made me go, I see that they're doing NFT and NFT staking, but it's not for me. So I chose not to, even though the entry price when I was made aware of it wasn't that bad. It actually wasn't that expensive that, it kept me out of it. I chose not to. I didn't like the meerkats. Something about meerkats that I just didn't like. Okay. But when I saw Bored Ape Chronos Club, and actually it was one of the NFTs that were listed that made me look, it was like, hey, that looks kind of dope. And I had heard of Bored Ape Yacht Club. So if I'm being honest, a lot of the familiarity with Bored Ape Yacht Club is what drew me and had me interested in Bored Ape Chronos Club. Okay. I knew it wasn't the same people, right? But it was the name that made me go, let me check this out. And the whole Mad Meerkat and their NFTs, I didn't like the color scheme. I didn't like the way that it looked. So that's my tangent about that. Do I think that it's a pretty good platform and that you can make money off of it? Yes. I just chose to hitch my wagon, ooga booga, to Bored Ape Cronos Club. All right. Third thing I'm going to cover, and then your boy's going to go see the Batman, is this. There's an AMA for the white paper that I'm going to have on my channel March the 14th. That's on a Monday. That's the day before the white paper is going to be put forth on their website, March the 15th. All right. The time is to be determined because I'm trying to be flexible with the core team. Hey, look, it's not me. It's not about me over here. I said, hey, look, you let me know what works best for you, except I'll be working until 5 p.m. So it can't be before that. But anytime after 5 p.m. Eastern, let's go live on my channel. Let's talk about the white paper. And for those of y'all that are unfamiliar with the white paper, in technical terms, to give a summary, what a technical white paper is, if you work in IT, is an overview of the technical parts or portions of like software, hardware, things like that, and then like discussed use cases. All right. In cryptocurrency, white papers function, or this is my opinion, white papers should function the same way. It should have information about the technical side of, the blockchain information and stuff like that, but also have some digestible information for use cases so that you can kind of have an idea if you should get behind that project or not. All right. Now, I've also talked about on my channel, I had made a hardline case that I was never going to invest in anything that didn't have a docs team, that didn't have a white paper that I could read, because I got rugged once, and man, getting rugged did not feel good. However, I scrapped all of that when I came over and found out about Bored, and what got me um able to stay with it was the core team. You know, there are people that will sit inside of the Discord and they're just negative Nancy's. Oh, be if things aren't answered within 2 seconds of them posting it, they're like, man, the core team's not responding and things like that. And to those people, I'm gonna go, shut up. If y'all can't see that the core team is in there in Discord answering questions as they can, being, in my opinion, transparent about the stuff that they have going on and fixing things that come up. All right. It hasn't been perfect the entire ride. It has not been. The V1 contract came out. They saw that there was an issue. It got fixed. Okay. They just posted the update to the people that still haven't claimed they got their V1 dividends in Discord. And I wish I would have had the link up for this stream. You can go and claim your V1 dividends. They've made that right. Okay. There's been some bumps along the road, but as the bumps have occurred, they've addressed it and fixed it on the technical side, for the community, not just for themselves, for the community. And that's what I like. That's what made me go, all right, don't care so much about the team not being docs. Don't care so much about there not being a white paper. I can kind of see the vision. So you know what? I'm going to take some time and invest, in this. And look, when the website comes out, the team is going to dox themselves. They've announced that, all right, as well as the white paper being on their website March the 15th, which you can come back here on my live stream and have an AMA with a member of the core team talking about the white paper. So for me, that's enough that if you get in now and you get in early, I think over the long term, you will definitely be happy. I'm going to read some more of the comments and then close out this live stream. We got Frank Burgeon Jr. said, "What up, King? Getting rug sucks. Been there. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I was like, up, never again. And so far, applying the principles and things um, that I have, how do I say this? I haven't been rugged since. Have I made the best decision always? For the small amount of capital that I use on risky stuff? Not really. You know, I'd say 80% of my capital that I use for cryptocurrency are around sound projects. And then 20% I say, okay, if I have $200 this payday to put towards a risky venture, then I'm okay with doing that because I have that budgeted out to do so. So, with anything, have a plan for what you're trying to do. I'm not an expert in this. All right. I've been in cryptocurrency a little bit over a year now, and them first couple of months were bumpy. I can put this knowledge out there because I've hinted at it and I've talked about it on my channel. If I would have listened, if I would have not listened to FUD, is what I meant to say. If I would have not listened to FUD about Shiba, I'd be a millionaire right now. And I've got the transaction proof of how much I bought and held right at the time that Shiba initially came out, what I sold at because I listened to FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I sold 95% of my Shiba bag right before it blew up. Talk about feeling stupid, okay? Because, man, being a multimillionaire would have been nice. Such is not the case, though. All right. Such is not the case, which is why, hey, if I can come on and talk about a cryptocurrency community or project that I believe that can bring value to the cryptocurrency space and to the holders or investors or traders in that community, I'm going to take the time to do so. And in my opinion, BACC is one of them. Okay. Last comment, and then we're going to be out of here. Frank Bragen also said every project has bumps, but they always fix them. Hey, that statement can be true, depending. I That statement is definitely true for BACC Finance. The bumps that have occurred, they have fixed. Okay, the website, which I was critical about, they've listened to feedback from the community and they're looking at addressing it. Like, here's an example. Y'all can't see this. Let me make my screen bigger. You know, so like if I go right now and look, I can see that hey, things get better with BACC Finance, and there's a countdown here. Initially, I can take a look at this and say, if this is my first time here, I don't know what this means. Now, if I got here from Twitter, okay, then you can see on Twitter that there's a revamp coming. Okay, boom. And they talked about it yesterday. Okay. Whoever runs the BACC Twitter page, make sure that you do another tweet saying that the revamp's happening tomorrow. All right. And right here, they talked about, did you miss out on V1 dividends? There's a magic button to go in and claim. Follow the instructions on this tweet so that you can go get your V1 dividends that you missed. Okay? They're doing the things to make things right in the community. All right? And that's why I'm going to try to be here for all of it. That's why I'm going to talk about the community for as long as they let me. Okay. If they come out and say tomorrow, King, we don't want you talking about BACC anymore. We got people that got more followers than you. I'll say, cool. I'm still going to talk about BACC finance anyway, because I'm a believer of what they got going on over there. And I feel privileged at the core team that sends me sneak peeks of info to talk about and bring out to the channel as well. So that's my stream for today. We covered the Revamped website that goes live in under, what's this, 19 hours? 19 hours, 4 minutes, and 35 seconds and counting. We've covered their NFT bonds that are only going to have 2,000 issued. where can you get those bonds? Okay. I was told for sure the BACC website, but also Cronos. Okay. So be sure to be on the lookout for that tomorrow as well. And we talked about the AMA for the white paper that's going to be on my channel March the 14th. Time to be determined. And I do have to apologize. I was told that there's another AMA coming this upcoming Saturday on a Twitter page, the Chronicles. I could not find the specific handle for that, but I'm going to ask for the Twitter handle information, or if I can find it in the Discord, I'm going to post that on my Twitter page as well. Actual King Smith is where you can find that on Twitter. Okay, so that's all that I've got for the live stream today. Shout out to all of the BACC gang that's in the building. Booga, booga. And we'll be back tomorrow on my channel to talk about KuCoin and building a portfolio and buying cryptocurrency live on my channel. That's what I do every other day, is I go and I build a portfolio live to show people, how to buy on a centralized exchange. Okay. I've talked about that real quick. KuCoin is a centralized exchange because there's these terms and some people might be new. All right. BACC Finance, Finance, all of that, that's decentralized, exchanges and things like that. So when you hear me talk about Cronos for the NFT marketplace and BACC Finance and having a crypto.com DeFi wallet, that's a decentralized exchange platform. Okay. Tomorrow is not decentralized exchange. Tomorrow, I'm going to go on my KuCoin account. I'm going to make a $50 purchase live on the air and also take inputs from people that if there's a cryptocurrency out there that's worth investing or taking a look at, I'll add it to my wheel of crypto. And if it gets picked, I'm going to add it to my portfolio. And 1 year from December of 2021, we're going to take a look and see what that crypto portfolio did over a year's worth of time with all of the purchases that I made. Big shout out to everybody that came and watched in live. I appreciate that as always. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Thursday. And until then, y'all know what to do.